Hi everyone, Michelle Courage from michellecourage.com. I wanted to talk to you today about the painting called the Galactic Council of Seven Elders. It is at the framers at the moment, so I don't have it behind me. It's not being framed, it's actually being captured at the framers. So I wanted to talk to you about the energy that I had to sit in to actually reach this, because I was busy with the Andromedan painting, which is that painting over there, the one behind there, the pink one. I was busy with that painting, sitting in the energy of that painting, starting to work with the Andromedans. And I realized I needed to work through the council to reach the Andromedan Council, which was really fascinating for me, because I thought I could just tap into the Andromedans and the Andromedan energy. But what my guides wanted me to do was to actually go through the Council of Seven Elders first, and connect in with them. And then this beautiful being came in and literally just put their head of forehead to my forehead and did the transference for the Andromedan council and the painting that I was working with. And they basically said to me, you will be receiving this information and it will just drop in. And that's how the Andromedans work. The Andromedans are very telepathic, so they don't have to speak, and they do most things with that type of transference. Anyway, getting back to the Council of Elders, I do a lot of channeling and to get my brain out the way so that I can actually get the information. I do a lot of channeling and writing, and I do writing. And I wanted to talk to you about what they actually told me about this painting that I was about to do after the Andromedan painting. So I was going to do the Andromedan painting, and then this Council of Elders painting came in. And it's a very special painting. It's been really interesting. I've had to send it to a second people who can capture, because the first person couldn't get it right. So, and I don't understand why. It's quite what I thought was a simple painting from a 3D perspective. But yeah, gone to another painting capturer to see if they can capture it in a better way. So, the Galactic Council of Seven Elders. We understand your need for a little more explanation, because I did say to him, hey, you guys need to explain this a little bit more. How does this work? What is the story? So we came to you through your need to connect with the Andromedan Council. Understand there are many councils assigned to humans. And just like you, we are leaving every day from our intentions with you and others. So they're learning every day from us around how we work, because each individual being on this planet will work in a different way. We're unique. We've all got a blueprint that's come from a galactic space, or most of us have. Some of us are aspects just as yourselves. So when they talk about aspects, they're talking about our oversoul. When it splits into the human being's soul here, that is an aspect. I am an aspect of my oversoul. I am not the actual being. So some of us are aspects of just as yourself, and others of, or just as yourself, or others are entities or beings. So it depends on the council and what the soul needed for that learning, specifically for this lifetime. We are always here to help and encourage. And I've always found that whenever I've asked for help, they've always been really like a beautiful, benevolent parent. We are always here to help and encourage the evolvement of the beings on Earth. We are connected to higher councils ourselves. It's like a tier system. So each one of my aspects in the, or entities, or beings in my council of seven is in turn connected to their own council, which is of a higher vibrational energy, or ascension path. That, you know, they may be connected to masters or ascended masters or archangels, that type of stuff. We are under contract, as it were, to oversee your growth. So they sign a contract to basically say, I'll be your big brother or whatever, just the way we do it here on Earth, where we, in schools, if, you know, kids are struggling, they will have an assigned person who will help them through their stuff, like a mentor. So it's like a tier system. We are under contract, as it were, to oversee your growth. Your work you are working on whilst on Earth is pretty phenomenal. This was just a little message to me. Your rewards, and I would say most people, if they're really starting to work in soul alignment, it is pretty phenomenal, because we've had to battle through eons plus the energies of 3D, that heavy dense energy, to actually start that connection, and sometimes it takes a whole lifetime before we get it right. So your rewards are many, for you are doing the aligned work as a soul, and I truly am blessed in this part of my lifetime. So they are saying the rewards are many because you're doing the work as a soul. And I feel that the more you're in alignment, the more you're in soul alignment, the easier your life gets, because it becomes so much more simple around what you're supposed to do. You still have your daily issues and your daily little struggles, and life gets in the way and that type of stuff, but your core ideas and mission and sort of focus becomes so clear. So who has contracted, okay, to do this particular stint on Earth? So your rewards are many, for you are doing the aligned work as a soul who has contracted to do this particular stint on Earth. I love the way they say stint. Your understanding is the very thing we are fascinated with. So every person, I think, on this planet deals with their issues in a different way, and they keep saying to me they're quite fascinated by the way I react to things, which is really interesting. They give me a little bit of a reason why. They say, for others just constantly question, and you just flow and allow this to wash through you. So I have always been of the understanding that I don't need to know the name of who I'm working with. I don't need to know specifics. All I want to know is, how do I get to the next enlightenment, the next way forward, which is easier and clearer for me. And allowing the information to wash through me, knowing 100% that it's come into my energy field and it will be relevant, or I will see the relevancy or understand. The understanding will drop in when it's needed. So that's what they mean. For others just constantly question, and you just flow and allow this to wash through your system, through you. We are working with you to eventuate more energetic transference to Earth. And this is what my mission is to open the bandwidth, okay? You see it as a broadening of a bandwidth, which is a fair explanation. And I love the way they say it's a fair explanation. So this bandwidth that I'm working on. So every time I work with a painting, Archangel Michael behind me, the Archangel Metatron, the Melchizedek one, the Council of Elders one, every time I work on a painting, I'm actually effectively broadening the bandwidth and anchoring that energy into Earth, because I do a lot of energy work before I actually do a painting. So your work is intricate, and not everything you do you understand fully, but your willingness to explore is what allows you to gain more knowledge. In other words, that is the reason why I think I just allow it to flow through me, this energy. I don't try and hold on to it and then try and unravel it and try and figure it out there and then. I literally allow it to wash through me and know that the more learning that I need will come later. So what it does is it helps you to traverse much faster. and it doesn't slow you down, because a lot of the time you'll stop and you'll think, and then you'll stop in your tracks, and in lifetime, from a 3D point of view, it can slow you down for years. So, okay, so the energy you're working with helps humanity in a huge way, for you are effectively walking in the accessible energies into this particular bandwidth so that other humans can remember fully. We will be showing you what to do with each symbol, and then we'll explain what it means. It's all a simple recipe still. So on the painting of the Galactic Council of Seven Elders, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 symbols that came into the painting. And it was really interesting, and they basically say they will be showing you what to do with each symbol. So they've shown me how to put that onto the painting, and then we'll explain what it means. And they've given me a kind of a rough explanation around what each symbol is, and I can feel it's filtering in more, and when I get the painting back, I'll be able to sit and work with the painting more, and then get more downloads around what it actually is. But it is a foundational painting. So each aspect of the 7 is a gilded card of reaching a pinnacle of precision in a particular accomplishment. Really interesting, almost very similar to the painting that I have behind me, the Metatron one. Each one of those spirals and colors are completely separate things that we need to master. And the same goes with the one, the Council of Elders. So it says basically, so every aspect of the 7 is a coding needed for humans to access, much like the Metatron one, but more advanced in its intricacy. So this one was a very more basic energy for us to assimilate into and perfect and attain. Whereas the Council of Seven Elders, the Galactic Council of Seven Elders one that I've done, is definitely a lot more complicated. What they're basically saying, it's intricate and complex. These codes will be accepted, but not understood yet. So when I did them, I kind of got them, but I really didn't understand them at all. And I didn't even get to the inkling of what they were trying to explain to me. I got the first little bit of it. And I could feel there was a depth there that would help us as humans on Earth navigate so much easier. The understanding will be dropped in as and when the recipient is ready. So when you look at that painting, me as well, we will get the information will drop in as and when we are ready for it. So I really think it's going to be a very significant painting. It's like laying a foundation for the future, like building a new network which will be connected in the future. So it's almost like it's a brand new phone system. It's a brand new operating system. The neural networks needs to be built. The neural network needs to be built and strengthened, which is a really important word, before this can be activated. For some more easily achieved, for others just too much at the present. And that's the thing is, while I'm doing these paintings, my body is really taking strain because I've got an old operating system. And so every time I'm upgrading into like a new operating system, my cellular and DNA structure is shifting. And so, yes, I do have quite a few aches and pains and body aches and ascension symptoms, as you know, for want of a better word. So you yourself will be slowly needing to activate this, as it will be a lot. You can feel the intensity as you write this. I really felt it when I worked with this painting, and when I worked with this painting, it was really interesting. I didn't actually get too deep because I kind of felt, I mean, I did my usual deepness, but not to the extent of really sinking into it, because the learning from that comes later. I normally work really intuitively and just go with the flow. And then later I sit in front of the painting and work out really what the energy is all about. And it comes in also subconsciously. So we understand you're wanting to grow and remember, but your body can relax in the next while. Accept the healing from the Arcturians, yeah, because they basically were asking me to work with the Arcturians a bit more, because the Arcturians can help us with our bodies assimilating this energy. That's the streams that are coming into the planet at the moment. So yeah, I love talking about my artwork and just explaining a little bit more. When I get it back from the guy who's capturing it, when I get that painting back, I will sit in front of it again like this and speak to you. You can go and have a listen to the Archangel Michael painting, a little bit more of an explanation. It's on my YouTube channel. I'd love you to join and subscribe to my YouTube channel for the latest updates and for the latest paintings that are coming through. So I will chat to you soon.